Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of TableTakes Game Night. We are very excited to join you for another episode of No Nut November, Squirrels of the Post-Apocalypse. I'm Anita. I'm your nut master this evening. And yes, that is actually what it is called in the book. And I've got an amazing cast of squirrely critters, little varmints. And we're going to go through and introduce everybody. Starting with, I just looked over at the overlay and saw the dancing squirrel, and I can't. We'll start with Marcus.
Thank you. Mwah. Little kiss that squirrel. Hi, my name is Marcus, and I'm the producer over here at Gen Con TV. I am playing today a squirrel named Boogie, who can fly, and I'm very excited to see what kind of trouble we can get into because we just got skunked pretty hard.
And next up, we've got Javion.
Hi everybody, my name is the Juggernaut. I'm a squirrel and I'm also pretty big squirrel. And I'm here to get that nut. You can't hide it from me. I'm coming for it.
This is the last game night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. We got canceled after this. Next up, we've got Bonsai.
Hello, everybody. I am playing Charles Ulysses Norbert Terrence V, also known as Cunning. Yes, I am right now totally being sneaky under this tire of a burnt car, watching my friends do great things, like getting squirted on by a skunk.
And joining us again tonight, our intrepid, beautiful squirrel, beautiful squirrel, Noir. Tell us a little bit about your squirrel and what kind of stats you chose and what kind of mutant power you picked out.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Everybody else just said their name and stuff.
Well, I mean, they introduced themselves last time, but
Gotta catch up, gotta be faster.
Okay. I'm Ricky Cincinnati. I'm out here in these streets just trying to get a nut. I'm real cuddly. I climb pretty okay. Yeah, but that's it. Oh, and my mutant power.
yeah.
I was still blanking on that. I will get back to you.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you for the raid, Weave the Tail. Thank you for the raid. Hi everybody.
So for those of you who were not here for our first episode, No Nut November is a post-apocalyptic world where the humans, also known as the Ohays, they kind of destroyed themselves and the world, and so trees with their life-sustaining nuts are few and far between, and winter is coming. But as squirrels, everything that you can eat is a nut. Sometimes you have ground nuts, like nuts that you dig out of the ground that are kind of wriggly nuts. Those are nuts. Popcorn is a nut. I mean, eggs, those are just bird nuts. So your job in this post-apocalyptic world is to gather enough nuts to survive. Last time, you found out from another squirrel. I believe it was with Jimmy up the block?
Yeah. Not like Jimmy down the block. We hate Jimmy.
No, Jimmy down the block was a jerk. But Jimmy up the block taught you or told you of a stash of nuts known as in a mythical place known as Pet Velu. And through your travels, you ran into a crew of cyber geese, treated with them to get you across the river to where the Pet Velu was located. and found out that there is kind of a cult that's run out of that by former denizens of the Pet Velu, former captured animals that were once in the Pet Velu, now run the store. And led by an exceptionally charismatic capybara that you have yet to meet. But you found a back way in. But while you were on your way there, some bad rolls happened, and you were spotted. Juggernaut rode into or dove into battle, I guess.
Yeah,
with
charge.
Boogie charged into battle with Boogie on his back, and got sprayed by a skunk.
Ah,
Started to feel real sleepy. Meanwhile, Cunning was holed up behind the tire of a burnt out vehicle, being able to successfully hide from the group and sending out a stray psychic thought that infiltrated the mind of the squirrel, erasing the idea of Cunning's presence. So that's sort of where we are. Juggernaut and Boogie, you both begin to feel your eyes get kind of droopy, and you hear there's a skunk and a rat, and you hear the rat yell, "Hey, we got some company." This is a white rat with just that cute little pink tail and a little pink nose, red eyes.
Is this any way to treat company?
Hey, Boogie, I'm getting a little sleepy. Maybe we should just take a nap.
I'm thinking about. That's a good idea.
Oh boy, I'm
Wait.
tired.
We gotta stay awake.
Huh?
We gotta stay awake. We're in the middle of a battle.
All right, we need the nuts. Okay.
I'm gonna say that your eyes sort of begin to drift. I will allow, because Juggernaut did catch the full brunt of it. Boogie was kind of like behind it, so you're not quite out yet, Boogie. You still have a chance to escape if you want to try and abandon Juggernaut.
Listen, there's the one thing I know about this world is that you do not abandon Juggernaut. So
I got you, Boogie.
unconscious on the floor, I'm assuming. Okay. Is there anyone immediately, aside from like the white rat, is there anyone immediately coming in our direction?
You begin to hear rustling from the Pet Velu down on the other end of the parking lot.
Oh, I'm not much of a fighter. That's the problem I have.
What'd you say, fighting? Tell me where. Point me in the right direction.
Can I just try to gut wrench him up so I can like point him at the enemies? I guess.
Hodor me. Pull my hair.
Just gonna try
We're
and
do a
work into
ratatouille kind of a
Juggernaut.
thing. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to
thanks.
find the pressure points to make the karate chop action of Juggernaut.
Razor claws.
You know
Yeah.
what? This actually, heck with it. That sounds like a fun idea.
Sweet.
Make me a cuddling check.
A cuddling check. Okay.
There you
Yes.
go.
Make
So-
me a cuddling check.
Can I help him?
You're falling asleep. I don't think you can help.
Okay.
So as far as the cuddling check, I've only played this once, so I want to confirm. We roll is it 2d8s for or what?
So it's a D8 equal to your cuddling stat.
Okay, perfect.
And you also spend 1 energy before you do it. It's a do session. I'm going to say that you have 5 energy.
Sounds good. And to confirm, 7s and 8s are hits, or are they their successes?
7s and 8s are successes, yes. And you
Okay.
need at least 2 to succeed as intended.
And what are the negatives? Like, is it 1? Is 1 the? I thought there was some detriment to it.
Yeah, it's roll a 1.
If you roll a 1, then if you roll a number of 1s equal to half or more of your pool, then bad things happen.
Okay. Well, luckily I didn't do that. I got 1-7.
Okay. That is a success at a cost. So you you like find some Juggernaut's kind of like trying to fall asleep, and you like sort of give Juggernaut like a jab in just the right spot, and Juggernaut's arm goes down in a vicious karate chop that hits this white rat on sort of the back of the neck, and the rat sort of falls down. And Cunning, you hear you sort of peek it out. You can sort of see what's going on.
All right, so I don't see anybody coming right away, and they're in trouble. So, is the skunks back towards me? Because they don't know I'm there, right?
Yeah, they're sort of like looking at Juggernaut and Boogie, and they're kind of facing away from you.
I will go ahead and try to do the same thing that we saw Juggernaut do, and try to hit the skunk in the back of the head.
Like just do like a karate chop.
Yeah, and then hopefully help Boogie drag Juggernaut to safety afterwards. But yes.
Okay, so this is going to be a biting check.
Yes.
So biting is you're fighting your brute force and your intimidation.
Yeah, it's great. I have a lot of points in this.
If you want to try and argue for another stat, you can.
No, that's good. That's 2 7s.
Okay, that's
4.
That is a success as intended. You
Yeah!
go, you sort of like sneak up behind this skunk. And skunks, as I mentioned last time, are actually nearsighted. They don't see very well unless you're close up. So you crack this skunk on the back of the neck and it crumples to the ground, but you can already hear the sound of rustling coming from inside.
Boogie, we gotta get out. Come back later. Here, I'll help you.
I can't get Juggernaut. Help!
Ricky,
We're trying
Ricky, you've been kind of scoping this place out for like the past couple days, and you see this group of absolute fools rush into battle against one of the patrols. What do you do?
I think I'll walk up to them in all this madness. Ricky is a dark gray, almost black squirrel with a white patch on his chest and a little bow tie on there. He just kind of walks up. What's all this ruckus? What is this?
Huh? Who's that? Where? Get him. Huh?
Are you coming after me, kid?
No.
Who are you?
He's unconscious. Don't worry. He's just a little skunked at the moment. No more. We don't need more enemies. Hi, hello, fellow squirrel. Are you an enemy or a friend?
I don't know. I just heard a lot of noise going on over here, and I want to see what it was about.
Well, how strong are you?
I could do a couple of this. I could do a little bit of this. I could do a little bit of that.
Could you help us drag Juggernaut away? He's very, very large.
Yeah, I can give you a hand. And I will go ahead and lift up Juggernaut.
Could you get like some, like I'm thinking to try to get us to like a better positioning where we're not right out in the open in front of people coming out. We don't have to like go away.
we're trying to sneak away.
Yeah, you can.
We gotta get away. We gotta get away.
Get behind that car that you were hiding behind. Again. So let's see.
Boogie, can you read me a bedtime story?
For Ricky Cincinnati, would I be able to get you to make me a biting check? Because it is like you're trying to drag away this pretty large, heavier squirrel.
Can we
but
aid
I will,
in any way?
Yeah, absolutely. I will actually allow. I'll allow, because I think this is sort of a team effort. I will say that you can add an extra 2 dice to the pool, Ricky.
All right, so I'm adding my biting, which is 5.
Plus and you can add 2 dice to that pool.
Okay.
And you spend 1 of your 5 energy.
All right, so I got 2 3s, a 1, a 2, a 6, a 4, and a 4.
That is a failure. But you can
Oof.
also spend an energy if you want to re-roll any of those dice.
I'll take. I will save my energy, but I think the failure is like, if I may, he starts to pick
Absolutely.
them up, takes a couple of steps, and goes, "I don't want to do this anymore." He just drops 'em.
Uh,
Huh.
Oh,
Thanks, new squirrel.
My name's Ricky. Ricky Cincinnati.
Oh, well, thanks, Ricky Cincinnati.
Could-
I appreciate your trying to help, at least.
Cunning and Boogie, if you like, you can try the same roll, but I will say that instead of a +2, it's now just a flat roll.
Okay.
The bonus of
gonna,
having
Uh,
him help you is not.
I got 1-8.
oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, do I need? Oh yeah, if you got it, I don't need to roll then.
So 1 is a success at cost if you'd like to roll to see if you could bring that up to 2 successes.
So just roll again with the.
Or if Cunning wants to roll.
Oh, cunning.
Oh, I can roll.
Oh,
So
perfect.
if I get another success,
You can pull it together, we'll say.
no, I did not. It's 5, 3, 2.
Okay, so the 3 of you move and drag Juggernaut behind this vehicle, but you forget to realize how absolutely thick and luxurious Juggernaut's tail is. And it is poking up from behind this tire as a group of little mice, some hamsters, begin to sort of come out and like sniff the air.
Okay, this is not going so well. What do we? Is Ricky like just kind of wandering with us, like just not helping, but just wandering over with us?
Yeah,
or-
he's just watching this all go down. This has become the TV show for today.
just got some like popcorn.
Did we refresh our energy or no? Not yet. If we had-
I'd say that because it's a new session, you're back at 5 energy.
Okay, perfect.
I had 6 at the end of last session, so I think I still have 6.
Go back to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ricky, you know the pet value fairly well. You try to avoid it because usually it's pretty well guarded, and they're kind of weird in there. But you have been known on occasion to sneak inside and help yourself to some of the leftover stores that they still have.
You putting a lot of my business out there.
Listen, I'm just saying your business. It's your character's knowledge.
I'm just these.
So is the group of you are sort of like hiding behind this, and you see that there is a fluffy bit of tail sticking out, and this group coming up from the pet value is beginning to sort of try and investigate and scour the area.
Is it clear? Can they see the tail right now? Like, is it visible to them? Do they?
It might be visible to them. You're not quite sure yet.
Okay.
Could I
Pull the tail and just like try to wrap the tail around my arm like it's an extension cord and like.
Could
walk.
one of the mice? I'm gonna implant. I'm gonna spend 2 energy and implant an hallucination that they see wrestling in the opposite direction.
Oh,
Rats love
okay.
wrestling too, so this is going to work perfectly.
A rat wrestle, whatever.
Rustling, like some movement
Rustling.
in that other direction.
Yeah. Yes, the opposite direction where we're at.
Yeah, because you're telepathic. You can implant.
That's why I was like
That is
asking if we
amazing.
have full points because
Yeah, absolutely. You hear one of the mice say, "Fellas, I think it's over this direction," and begins to scurry off. And the others say, "All right, this way," and they begin to sort of herd off that way.
Oh, great work, Cunning.
Ugh. All right. I guess I don't know what's going on with what's up with the Juggernaut, but could we just like slap?
I'm slapping Juggernaut.
Huh?
Just like,
What? Huh?
Slap.
we got to get out of the open.
No. All right. Where are we going?
Hey, you new Squirrel. I'm guessing.
Ricky Cincinnati.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, Ricky, I'm Juggernaut.
We gotta find the louding duck.
do you know where the Louding Duck is?
I might know. Who's asking?
Me.
I'm the Juggernaut.
I'm aware,
Cunning,
fella.
by the way.
I'm Boogie.
All right. Well, you guys got something you want to know? I want to know how much is it worth to you?
We'll let you have some of our nuts when we get the nuts.
How many nuts we talking about here?
You get an equal share.
Maybe we shouldn't let Juggernaut negotiate.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm good at negotiation.
Are
We
we
will-
talking more? Are we talking more than 10 nuts here?
We're talking more
Well,
than 10 nuts.
We need to see the nut stash before we can start talking about quantities.
Okay.
You also did promise a substantial amount of birdseed to the cyber geese.
Yes.
That's correct.
And their
we-
swan leader.
And our
Shana.
entire group back home. That's what the rations are for.
We got mouths to feed, hungry tiny mouths.
So GM, do I know what they're looking for?
Yeah, you do know that. Well, you don't know anything about something called a louding duck, but you do know that at the back of the building there is a sort of raised platform area with a metal door that's been slightly pulled out. That's usually your entry point.
All right, yeah, I might know how to get it. Just follow behind. Don't make too much noise. Don't get me in trouble if anything goes wrong. I never met you. All right, let's go.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ricky.
Deal. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Ricky. Mr. Cincinnati.
Thank you, Ricky. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just call me
All right.
Ricky.
Okay, crew. We're gonna ask for some sniffing checks for stealth.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds
There's
about
this
right.
crew that is very actively looking out for y'all.
I should let y'all know that I am not at all good at this. What was this? It was this. Well, the test?
Sniffing.
Oh
Sniffing.
no!
Sniffing.
Okay, I am good at sniffing. It's cuddling. I'm not great at.
Oh, you cuddle. So do we roll separately or all together?
I'm gonna ask if you all are trying to make a point to like move as a group stealthily, I'll allow one of you to do it with an extra bonus die because everybody is sort of like looking out for the group and making sure that we're all in this together.
I'm not taking that responsibility.
I have mediocre sniffing, so
I have a 5 in sniffing.
that'll do.
Okay. You go ahead then.
5 and
Plus
then add
1.
an extra +1 for the sort of group dynamic.
All right, got 1, 8, a 6, a 3, 3, 2, and a 7.
Okay, that's 2 successes. That's exactly what you needed.
Bonsai.
I'm real proud of you.
So Ricky begins to sort of lead you, and Cunning, the way that you were going would have led y'all right into a patrol. But Ricky sort of leads you sort of off to the side and like down a sort of a little sluiceway drainage pipe type thing that sort of pops you back up to the surface. You're briefly underground for a second and then you pop back up. And you are in the sort of back area. You do notice that at the front of the building there was those bright red letters. The back is very plain. There's nothing really to it. And you do see that there is a raised sort of concrete area that leads to a sort of solid looking metal door or metal wall, I guess.
This is the Louding Duck.
And you do see that there's fading paint on the side. For those of you that can read Ohe or Human letters, it does say loading dock, but some of the letters have been scratched and faded.
There's a lot less feathers than I was expecting.
How many feathers were you expecting?
Well, at least some, not just a bunch of wall.
The O on loading duck, louding loading dock has been sort of rubbed off near the top, so it does say duck instead of dock.
I think unfortunately none of us can read Ohei at all. I think we established that last episode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet it ain't me.
Like,
Well,
wow.
I didn't change the dynamic at all. Then.
This is where we go
there was
inside.
Jimmy up the block can read Ohei letters. That's what I was
Ah,
thinking
yeah.
about.
Only Jimmy
because,
could. We're just
because
like,
Jimmy had the Gardening for Dummies book.
Correct.
He's trying to grow the skunk flower seeds.
Oh, that's the funniest. That's actually my favorite bit. I didn't say that last time. That's my favorite bit in this whole thing so far. I love that so much.
Is there a way inside that we can see?
It looks like it's raised up quite a bit, but you could probably climb to the top if you wanted to.
I'm gonna climb up there.
Off to the side, you do see that there are some stairs as well.
Oh, we'll just take the stairs then.
Sort of scurry up the stairs off to the side, and you do see sort of peeled up a little way. Actually, you know what? Someone give me a sniffing check for perception.
I'll do it.
If someone wants
Yeah,
that,
yeah, Javion, go
try
ahead.
and spy it out.
My name is Juggernaut.
I don't know. Juggernaut has access to dice. That's crazy.
He does. Yep. He's got a pouch with some dice in it. All right,
All right,
I rolled 2
Juggernaut.
dice. I got an 8.
All right, that's a success at a cost. You search for quite a little while, and you don't see any holes near the bottom. But what you do see is up sort of near the top, a little bit of the metal door is rusted away so that you can sneak up and in through that.
All right, Boogie, you see that up there? That's our way in. That's our ticket to the nuts. We got to go up there.
I would say that the amount of searching that you did, Juggernaut, does cost you an extra energy.
Okay, I'll take off too.
Ricky, have you been in this building? We heard there's a weird cult or something in here.
I mean, maybe not. I've been lots of places. Who's asking? What do you want? A lot of questions coming from my new friends here.
There is the entrance is up. My camera's blurry. Up. So is it's easily climbable for squirrels, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I would say so. This one's easily enough climbable for squirrels. If you know how, like, the loading dock, if you've ever worked retail and you know how the loading dock, the rolling doors work, they've got like the little sections. They're easy little handholds for squirrely hands, for squirrely paws.
So Boogie starts climbing up first to kind of like take a look through the grate or whatever, the little space to pass through. Okay, guys, come on.
Yeah.
So what's
Right,
up?
a little sort of ventilation grate.
What do I see when I look in? Is anything visible?
It is inside. It is fairly dark. It's kind of hard to see the interior because this is the post-apocalypse. There is no bright fluorescent light inside anymore.
Any wall sconces with unlit torches?
It's pretty dark in here, guys. I can't really see any danger, but I know it's here.
But what I can allow is
sorry,
if
I
you wanted to
farted.
if you wanted to make a sniffing check to like actually like try and smell danger.
Yeah, I'll do a sniffing check.
All right, give me a sniffing check.
2 7s.
Ooh,
And a
nice. That's a
5.
full success. You smell.
Smells so good.
You can smell like a little bit of that skunk aroma coming from Juggernaut still. And you do smell like a little bit of sort of a musky, like that musky sort of like that pet store smell. That's yeah. You do smell that, like that sort of scent of like raw wood chips on the inside as well.
Ooh. Smells weird.
But you don't smell any specific animals.
How high is the drop if I were to climb down?
If you climb down, basically you'd just be climbing down the little handholds on the other side.
Yeah, then I'm going in, guys. And I start Boogie starts climbing down.
Okay. And you make your way down. You land at the bottom.
It looks safe, guys. Just be quiet.
Oh, okay. I will follow in after Boogie.
Okay.
I'm next.
Yeah, I'll go last. I want to go last. Then I go last.
You all
Hey,
sort of.
hey, hey, Ricky, I like your tail. I can see it from below here. It's nice and bushy, kind of like mine.
I appreciate it. Good looking at my tail.
You all sort of land at the bottom of this darkened area. You do see that there are sort of tall. They look like they're wrapped in plastic pallets. But as squirrels, they just kind of look like big boxes, and they're wrapped with that sort of plasticky stuff that humans use. That's weird synthetic material.
It's hard air. It looks like hard, clear air.
Yeah.
We've all ran into it. As a flying squirrel, I can tell you that I definitely ran into it before.
Hard
absolutely.
air.
Mm-hmm. It's
That don't
shiny
make
and
no
hard.
sense.
Yeah, so yeah, it is definitely shiny, and it is hard, and it's wrapped very tightly.
But it's air. That don't make no sense. I'm confused.
What?
This ain't the way y'all got doing the thinking, is it? Because if so, I think I might want to opt out of this whole operation.
So can I get is there what is the highest accessible place in the building, if I may ask?
Ooh, highest accessible place in the building. So this is one of those. I'm just trying to think.
It's like a warehouse. Do they have like the warehouse
yeah.
kind of roofs?
It is.
Okay.
It definitely does have one of those warehouse kind of roofs. It would be a bit difficult to access because you'd be climbing up the wall, like flat sort of walls.
I would like to spend 2 energy and fly up there.
Oh, absolutely, you can. So you're going to fly up to the rafters?
Yeah, try to get a better view. Maybe I can actually see something that has like I'm gonna tell you, in Boogie's mind, he's expecting to see a box with like a seed on it or something, just like an image of
like
that's what he's expecting to see because he doesn't know anything about this. So yeah, Boogie I'm spending 2 energy. Boogie is just kind of after he says, "You're not the guy who does the thinking, right?" I just goggles on and then just soar up to the rafters. Majestically,
All
It's
right.
really cool. It happens and it's very cool.
Nut rages.
Jeez, I forgot about the catchphrases.
No, nobody told me about this.
There's catchphrases.
Here's catphrase. There you go.
Who said cat? Is there a cat?
As you sort of get higher up, you do not realize that you're kind of in like a little bit of an enclosed area. There is this sort of metal grate that sort of separates the back of the store, and you can sort of see peeking sort of through it. You can see that there is more of this area leading out. It's larger, it's open, and going up to the very top of this sort of warehouse peak, you can sort of look down, and you do see that there's lighting in here. There is the outdoor light that is coming in from outside. The windows are still pristine. Those things that as a flying squirrel you smack into that other clear air that's a little bit harder. It is there open to the outside, and you can actually see the light coming in. And you do see that there is sort of a makeshift community. Like there are animals living here. You see groups of mice sort of scurrying through the bottom. You do see like some larger rodents like hamsters and guinea pigs sort of hauling like little satchels of you would presume grain or nuts, like from point to point. There's actually like walls of that same sort of hard glass, but ooh, someone said squirrel too many times. But there are these walls of that same sort of like clear, but inside is water, and the inside though is very overgrown. Like there were plants inside, but nature's sort of like taken over and reclaimed it a little bit. But inside, like if you just sort of like peek, you can see like little hints of movement in there.
Is there any extremely large rodent visible to me at any point?
At this point, there is no sign of the very large rodent that was mentioned previously.
Okay. This looks like a good amount of
But you do see other things, other than like domestic animals like rats and hamsters and things. You do see a couple squirrels.
Oh, oh, interesting. So Boogie's like taking in all this information, then jumps down and slowly glides down to the bottom, remembering the exact direction where everything was. Just like they appear to have there's a whole bunch of people over there. There's a whole. It looks like a whole society of some kind. They look like they have lots of supplies. Squirrels, rats. Right over that way. What should we do?
There are also other than rodents, there are predators too.
Oh,
You see a couple
snakes.
cats.
Oh, cats. Oh,
Cats.
No! Not
Ooh.
cats.
they got cats. They got cats.
They got cats. Oh my god.
Ain't nobody afraid of no cat.
We're all directly when Ricky Cincinnati says that, we're all directly behind Ricky Cincinnati. We're just like,
Ricky,
just get behind.
Ricky, why don't you go on ahead? I'll watch from here.
Cats. There's a couple. There is like I think one dog as well.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
they're so big.
They are very big.
They're so
Wow.
big. So there's lots
This
of animals.
For lack of a better description, this was a pet store that all the animals inside were fine after the apocalypse.
Okay,
They
so
just
everyone's
found
here.
their own way.
So there's pretty much a whole ecosystem here of predators and prey. So we probably don't
Wait.
want to become the prey. They don't seem to be fighting each other, though. Huh.
We should establish ourselves as the alphas and let them know that we need these nuts. We got to bring them back home, and then maybe they'll just give it to us.
Or we could try to just sneak in and take as much as we can and get out.
Sure.
I mean, it might behoove us to talk to the squirrels that are already there.
Yeah,
I figure they must know how to survive around there. So
I'm with Mr. Cincinnati on this
yeah,
All right.
we don't want to mess up their tenuous peace if they have one. Is all.
Did you see one that looked like we could talk to? Boogie?
one. I mean, there were a few that looked kind of nice. I don't really know. You can't really judge a squirrel by its cover.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know if it's like winter or something. If the new coat came in or something like that.
Oh,
Is that
that's
what
a
you're
good.
talking
That's a
about?
good talk. That's a good talking spray. Ricky. Shall you just like lead the way? If you're not scared at all, if you're not scared, please.
I'm not scared of any cat or dog. Let's go. It's just gonna saunter up, walking like a old mafia head.
So the four of you now sort of make your way out of this back area, the back
it-
sort of storeroom.
Didn't Jimmy say that we shouldn't talk to anybody?
No, he was talking about the capybara.
The capybara.
Yeah, that one. That's the one we want to avoid. Don't worry.
Okay.
But they said that the people that were living in the village were a little bit odd.
He said that all of the people here were very normal and that they're easy to get along with, so we can just
Oh.
chat. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's good. That sounds right. Yeah. So I'm assuming we are making our way there.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that we're encountering? Please don't kill us.
So you make your way in, sort of into this area. You do see that there are some rope ladders that are sort of leading up into some pen enclosures, and from the outside, like this has been built just a little bit, and you do come across a squirrel that's sort of just hanging out, chilling there for a little bit.
Hey, you
friends?
buddy. Yeah, we got questions for you.
Oh, are newcomers? Are you newcomers? All are
Yeah.
welcome here.
I immediately don't like this guy. Well, let's see what do you mean
Wait.
everybody's welcome?
Oh, I mean, if you're here for sanctuary, the pet Valoo welcomes all.
Let's cut. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. You go. You good.
It's just gonna say, let's cut to the chase. We're here for the nuts.
We have plenty of nuts to spare. The pet Valoo welcomes all.
Are you okay? What do you mean sanctuary?
Well, we are all under the guidance of our leader, our very charismatic leader.
Do you want to show us where those nuts are? I'm kind of hungry.
All newcomers should probably report to the leader.
We'll report to the leader after we get the nuts.
All newcomers need to report to the leader.
Hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
We give up our names when you join the sanctuary of the pet Valoo.
Oh, it's for sure now. I was thinking it, but now it's for sure.
So, we would love to meet your leader, as it's what all us do when we come to the new sanctuary, trying to play along with this cult. Clearly a cult.
Well, these cats are banana breads in the brain. We got to get out of
Just
here.
covering. I'm trying to cover Ricky's mouth a little bit.
Show us your nuts.
Would you like to come meet the leader? I can show you the way to the leader.
Yes, please. Thank you so much, unnamed friend.
We give up our names when we join the sanctuary of the pet Valoo.
Yeah,
Awesome.
banana bread. I told you.
Yes,
What is it, like brother or something? How do we address one another?
Friend.
All right, friend.
It'll be a cold day.
Oh my gosh, she actually disappeared in the hole.
Yes, so please. Oh, go ahead, Bonte.
No, I'm just gonna whisper while the other one is distracted by Juggernaut. Boogie, this seems like a real bad idea. I'm with Ricky. This is nuts.
Well, whatever.
Come this
the
way,
bad
friends. All are welcome. And begins to turn.
Boogie
Also
follows.
begins to sort of say very loudly, hey, hello, everyone. There are new friends to be welcomed into the sanctuary of the pet Valoo. New friends.
I was just going to ask if I could try and knock him out for you.
If you want, they'll pivot and they're going to turn and open their mouth, like take a deep breath. If you want, you can make me a biting check to try and knock this other one out.
Yeah, I'm not excited enough for this. No way.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. That's a 1. That's a 5. That's a 2, and that's 2 7s.
2 7s. Okay, that's what you needed for a full success. You and again, for some reason, y'all are karate chopping squirrels, and you just hit this squirrel right in the sweet spot at the back of the neck. And this one also goes to sleep, unless you want to flavor it differently.
No, I don't.
This running gag is great.
This is interesting.
All squirrels have a weak spot at the back of the neck.
At the back of the neck. All mammals have a weak spot in the back of the neck. Good thinking, Ricky.
The squirrel slumps. And you can.
We will squirrel this squirrel away.
I'm fully about to run his pockets though to make sure he don't have anything.
Okay, if you want, go for it.
It'd be the friendly thing to do.
I'm looting him. Give me that sweet squirrel loot.
This squirrel was holding
He had a taser just ready for us.
Not a taser.
You will beat the leader.
So this was the squirrel was kind of like tending to like it almost looked like a little sand pit. It was like doing like, you know, the that sort of meditation exercise where you draw the lines in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And was holding a sort of rod that had like little tines on the end, very similar to the one that you saw Jimmy up the block gardening with. But this one has kind of like a little skewer at the end of it. Um, Ricky, Cincinnati, you have received a nut poker.
Oh, yeah.
It usually gets used to hold nuts over a fire, but it can be used to skewer foes and find holes in armor.
Yeah, buddy.
It
Somebody's
can also
getting
be fashioned.
shaped.
Skewer
Squirrel
down to the
shape.
ruins. Nut poker, usually used to hold nuts over fire. It can also skewer foes and find holes in armor, inflicts a serious injury, ignores 1 point of armor, and can be fashioned into a ranged weapon.
This is useful. This is gonna be useful.
Yeah. We
No,
we
we
gotta.
don't want to talk to any of these people.
No,
We gotta
they're,
find that nut.
Well, the
I appreciate the focus. I agree with Juggernaut here. We're already in. We might as well get some nuts out of this.
Anita, can we look around?
Absolutely. You can make me if you like, you can make me a sniffing check to see if you can suss out any nuts nearby or like large stashes of them. Anybody that likes to could make a sniffing
Cunning?
check.
Yeah, I could go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to do a perception just straight up.
Oh,
You do know that there's nuts here, so just give me a +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also there are other squirrels with you. You can
1
all sort of
8
sniff
1
together.
7 2 3 5 5.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you needed. You sniff the air and you can sort of smell a very large cache of nuts.
I smell something that way. If we
Can you smell the nut?
I smell the nuts. And they
And
smell
it's-
strongest down that way, down south. That's where the nut smells really strong.
All right, let's go.
Actually, you kind of begin to sniff the air and you can smell like there's all kinds of nuts. There's nuts that smell like a little bit more savory, and some of them on large sort of shelves have pictures of cats and dogs on the side of them.
Are there any stinky nuts? I like the stinky ones, like cheese.
There's some pretty stinky nuts.
Okay.
Not cheese per se. That's kind of gone off, but
Oh, okay.
There's lots of nuts here.
There are very shiny nuts.
I heard cheese ages pretty well. I was hoping they had some. Oh well.
In a pet store, though.
In a pet store.
Is there anyone with swans or ducks on them? Nuts with ducks.
Yeah.
Ooh. You do see not ducks, but you do see that sort of clear material, that clear, smooth material wrapping around a bag that does have that's sort of been poked open, and you can see like a bunch of rodents sort of congregating around it. Each are sort of grabbing little cups and pouring these seeds from this bag into cups, and they're distributing them out, sort of like a weird little watering hole, but for seeds. They're distributing
Hey,
that out.
Boogie.
On the side of the bag, you do see birds, not necessarily swans or ducks, but you do see some birds.
Isn't that what
Wait.
the yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Boogie. I was just saying. Don't you remember what Jimmy told us about the skunk flower seeds?
You
yeah,
do see some striped seeds being handed out.
those do look like there's some in there. That must be the mother load.
The mother love.
And they're
The
just handing them out.
mother
They're distributing, sort of distributing a little bit more equally to everybody.
Oh.
I guess we just get in line.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could just get in line, but as long as we don't... We might have to karate chop some more squirrels if they ask who we are, though.
Do they not like us or something? They don't-
Noir, if you're saying something, I can't hear you, but I saw your little squirrely lips moving.
That was me chewing on nuts. But I think Ricky would say, I don't think anybody gives nuts away for free. There's something fishy about this. I think I might want to take a look around first before I go into that there line for some nuts.
Juggernaut gets in line.
Juggernaut's getting in line for some.
Oh God, I'm gonna just hide in this back corner and just see what happens. Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm probably with Cunning on this one. We're just like peeking over like a little thing, just to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I want to see the show.
So Juggernaut, you go into this line, and you see that there are some little containers off to the side. You can grab one, walk up to the front. Hello, friend.
Hi there, my name's. Hello, friend.
Are you here for the offerings?
Yes, please.
Friend?
I would very much like the nuts, please, and thank you, friend.
Don't forget, these are the offerings.
Of course.
Pours some nuts into your cup.
Thank you for the offerings, friend. I will see you at the offering.
The offering is soon.
I'll
time is
see
soon
you
upon us.
there.
Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye, friend. That was easy.
And
It
you
just
see
walks back with nuts. Oh my gosh.
These squirrels with these cups, or the animals with these cups, begin to walk off in the different directions, but sort of like all beginning to sort of funnel in like one sort of central area.
Is
I'm gonna
Juggernaut?
go back to the group and I'm gonna say, hey, I think they're offering seeds to something or someone, but I got some. I'm gonna eat one.
Can we have some too? Sounds good.
Sure.
If y'all want to hide up with these, like this little cup of nuts and divvy it amongst yourselves to get back some energy,
I would love that.
Yes, please.
I am down.
absolutely you
Need
can.
to replenish our energy.
So we just-
Rejuvenating nuts.
Rejuvenate
You
nuts.
can recover
Love
one
it.
energy by eating one nut, and I think there is in this little offering bowl there is enough for one each.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We're gonna need a lot of cups if we're gonna take some back home.
You can also gain one energy back a day for an hour of rest, or 3 energy by sleeping.
That's a good point, Juggernaut. How are we going to get all of these seeds back? We won't be able to carry them ourselves.
I think if we just wait, maybe they're all gonna go offer their nuts, and if we can follow them and see what they're offering to, we can hopefully get them all distracted. And we go back to the
You do
stash.
remember hearing from the swans and from the geese, cyber geese, and one of the things that they did mention was if you overthrow the current ruler of the Pet Valu, they would be happy to take over and help distribute things a little bit more fairly.
We gotta usher in a new regime.
This is I like that. I kind of like the idea that Juggernaut's just kind of walking back. We gotta usher in the new regime. Like, who knew Juggernaut was such a revolutionary?
I don't know. I mean, they're giving away free seeds like this.
I mean, we could all just take our own turns. It's not like are the other creatures dressed any differently?
They're kind of each wearing like little scraps of red fabric.
There's like
Oh.
I like to believe, if possible, there's like a piece of like, I don't know, burlap or a bag or something around that's like maybe reddish, or maybe that red
Yeah, that's close enough.
that we could just rip.
In sort of that back room, you did see like hanging up from a little high area, you did see a sort of they look like ohe garments.
Oh,
Like, you know that they put them over their non-fur,
yes.
and these ones were red.
Oh, are we gonna overthrow the pet value?
Sure.
I don't see anything that they did wrong yet. They're maybe a little creepy, but I mean, I'm sure we dig deep enough, we might find a good reason.
Well, if the swans must have had a good reason for it. The geese,
Right. Yeah, they're pretty trustworthy, even though we just met them.
I mean, I think we need to just free these people, really, because they've given up their names.
Well,
Yeah, that seems pretty
And
culty.
they're kind of creepy.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with the cunning.
We all just kind of look over at Ricky.
Hey,
I
Ricky.
mean, I can't punish somebody for being a little creepy. Your boy Ricky, he gets weird sometimes, you know. But I do like the prospect of getting some free nuts and being partnered up with the new regime. So
As
consider
you're dis-
me involved until things go wrong.
The future
All right.
minister of nuts.
Mm.
as you say, consider me involved until things go wrong. You hear a very loud gong sound coming from the center of the pet Valoo.
Well, it's been fun.
No, Ricky, wait. Come on now. You said you like to get weird sometimes. Let's get weird.
Okay.
Let's
We-
do
You all
it.
can adorn your scraps of red fabric if you
Squirts
like.
or scraps, and then
Yep.
like I guess run up really quick and just be like, "Hello, friend. We're late for the offering. Can we get offering really quick?"
And this was, hurry up. You do not want to miss the offering, friend, and hands you each a cup of nuts.
Hey,
Thank
what
you.
happens if I would have messed up and missed the offering? Like, what would happen to me? I forgot to read that part of the chapter of the
You're speaking very
wackadoo.
strangely, friend.
Come on, Rick. Come on, friend. Let's go.
Let's go, friend.
You do not want
Oh.
to miss the offering.
Yeah, but what? Hey, friendo, what happens if I miss the freaking thing?
If you're last to the offering, you might be the sacrifice.
Let's get to the offering, huh?
Yeah, let's go
Oh,
on and get.
snap!
Let's
Just
go on and get
Ricky's
in.
just a blur of air. Ricky's just gone.
If we are establishing a marching order, I do volunteer to be last.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so the group of you head towards this sort of congregation of red-clad, furry creatures.
Hello,
Uh,
friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. Great offering, right, friend?
Good offering, friend. And you see that there's this congregation, this large mass of, and they all begin to one by one pour their cups of seeds into a pile.
I pour my seeds into the pile.
I will also pour my seed into the pile.
We all see
And
up
then-
that pile.
Except Ricky.
And you see it's not just like seeds that have been offered. There's like all sorts of there's someone has found citrus, like fruit seeds, like large orange, that's they sort of set on this like altar of offering. And from the other side you begin to see this the crowd is sort of like all setting this up, and everyone sort of comes together and, good offering, friend, good offering, friend. They all
Good offering, friend.
Hey,
I
freaking good offering to you, bucko.
I've seen this movie. It's just like in A Bug's Life. We just gotta find the trebuchet button. We can just launch all these seeds out of here. Hold on, I'm gonna look.
the gong begins to chime again. And the crowd begins to part. And you do see that from this part of the crowd, you do see a very large rodent begin to walk out. It is the largest, not a squirrel that you've ever seen. It's fuzzy, short ears, kind of a stocky body, and this large capybara begins to sort of step into the middle and just sort of looks over the crowd and says, "Good offering, friends.
Frick is this guy?
Good to see you all. Y'all,
Thanks.
I want
Hi.
everybody to make me a cuddling check."
Oh.
Oh no.
Let's get nice and
Oh
good.
no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is impressive. I only rolled one cuddling, but I got an 8.
Okay.
got a 5 and a 2.
Oh no.
That's a failure. Can I spend an energy to re-roll?
I will say that I will allow you to spend an energy not to re-roll, but to use your telepathy.
Oh. Okay, how much? Because it for specific things, how much energy would I have to
This will just
use?
cost you 1 energy.
Okay, I will spend that energy then to just psychic the right response.
Okay. Juggernaut and Boogie, what did you get?
I got 1 8 and 1 1.
I had the exact same.
Okay. Okay, let me just do a real quick check on.
I think it means we all win and survive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We all
That
do
sounds
the
good.
And we
to
don't
me.
forget the nuts, guys. We also get the nuts.
And we get the nuts. I'm reading the
Surviving.
I'm reading the PDF now. It says we win, we don't die, and we get the nuts.
yeah.
Page 4.
Page 4. Okay.
Yeah.
You win.
I
You
see
don't
it
die, you
too.
get the nuts.
I'm witness.
Okay. So the group of you feel, I'll say Juggernaut, Boogie, and Ricky. It'll just cost you an extra energy.
Ricky
For this.
Cincinnati.
Ricky Cincinnati. It'll cost you an extra energy. But I will say specifically cunning. You feel a presence in your mind.
Hmm.
It's just really chill. Like you just feel like for a second you feel like you just want to be relaxed, and then your own like mutation sort of kicks in and you're like, wait a second, chill vibes, everyone. Welcome into the sanctuary of the Pet Valoo.
Chill vibe.
Nobody tells me what to do with my vibes but me.
And you all sort of like feel that same sort of like calmness, and then you reassert yourself into your presence.
Did you all feel that? I'll whisper it
Ricky,
as low as possible.
Yeah. Feels good.
Ricky don't chill for nobody except Mrs. Cincinnati.
Is there a Mrs. Cincinnati?
Who's asking?
The Nut Master.
Awful lot of questions there, Nutmaster.
And you see this large capybara sort of like holds like court, and you see squirrels and other rodents begin to come up sort of one by one and ask this capybara for like a blessing, and the capybara nods and like gives each of them like this sort of dap on the head, and they're all like very weirdly like enthralled by this capybara, and says to this group, chill vibes, everyone. Welcome to the sanctuary of the Pet Valoo. My name is Sean Bean, the capybara.
You get a name, but
Yeah, why
never
you get a
mind.
name? Doesn't
Never
seem
mind.
right.
Sorry, friend.
Oh, wait, were we not openly revolting? You just left me here. I thought we were committing.
Do you say that out loud?
You know what? Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck
Whoa!
yeah. Let's start this show. This capybara turns its gaze upon you and looks at you, Ricky Cincinnati. I think we have imposters in our midst.
Hey, I never dressed up as anything other than Ricky S. Cincinnati Esquire, all right?
Wait, what does the
Ricky
S stand for?
Don't ask questions.
It's Cincinnati, but with an S.
Cincinnati.
Emphasis on the sin.
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 And you hear this this capybara raise its head and begin to do this weird sort of howl noise.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
And you can see others begin to sort of perk up from inside this, and they begin to try and descend upon you. What do you all do?
Oh.
I was told there's gonna be a charismatic leader. This guy, I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
So this guy is. Oh god, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go for it. You go first, since you're the one who exposed yourself first.
This guy's really gotten under Ricky's grits, so he's gonna use his mutation.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
I want
Razor
to.
What is it?
claws.
Oh, we
Razor
both have
claws?
razor claws. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this guy up.
You're gonna take a jump towards the capybara. The capybara is up on like sort of a platform. And you're did y'all try and make it to the front of the crowd, or are you just in the crowd currently?
To the front.
Okay. So you can try. You're gonna try and leap up and use your razor claws. Make me a biting check.
All right, let's go.
All right.
That is a 6, a 2, an 8, a 7, and a 7.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. That is a full success, and that is a bonus. So you can, if you like, you can, with a bonus, you can regain that energy that you spent to do the attack, or you can upgrade the injury of the attack.
It's already lethal injury though.
It is razor claws are only a lethal energy if you spend 3 energy. If you spend 1, you climb up any surface. If you spend 2, you cut through materials as hard as glass. If you spend 3, with rolling a biting, you can deal a lethal injury.
All right, well, I've got 5 energy. So let's upgrade it to lethal.
Ooh.
Okay. So you've been because you have 5 energy to start, but anytime that I've asked you to roll, you should have been marking off an energy.
I've only been asked once to do a thing, I think.
Oh,
and
you're
I got
correct.
it back. And I got it back when we ate that nut.
You're right. You did. Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you dive up to this capybara and you slice with your claws, and this capybara crumples to the ground, and you hear all of the squirrels in this area gasp in horror and then fall silent and fall to the ground.
Yeah, is this one of those you keep what you kill kind of things? I saw that in one of those Hooligan movies with the Vin Diesel. It was real good.
So we're like
Check
the
it out.
only people that are standing up in this group.
It's like we killed the queen or something.
You
It's like a modern day
kind of
Marvel
did.
movie.
You kind of one-shot the queen.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry, but I'm not.
No, you're good. You're good. I have plans now. I can figure this out. So yeah, the group of you all sort of stand in this area. All of the rodents have fallen to the ground,
Let's get these nuts and get out of here.
and then they
Are
sort
these
of begin
people like I'm
to
gonna touch one of
stand.
them. Are they still alive?
They are still alive. They've just
Oh.
fallen unconscious, and you see that a few of them begin to sort of stir and stand up.
I'm gonna run over to the big bag of seeds.
The big bag of seeds.
Big bag of seeds.
Okay. Yeah. There's a big bag of seeds. It is now unattended. You see the group of these animals begin to sort of get up and sort of stand. What happened?
I, Ricky S. Cincinnati, Esquire, have saved you all.
Ooh, saved us?
Yes, I was a hero. Give me your nuts.
There's nuts? And there begins to be like this sort of like this sort of simmering, like there's nuts here,
Wait,
Oh,
and
no.
this
Oh.
large crowd of people begin to sort of rise, and they see the large offering pile that is in the center of this altar, and they begin to descend
Wait.
towards it. What do y'all do? What are you doing?
Dodge. I'm gonna dodge because I don't want to get crushed.
Absolutely. Make me a climbing check for your nimbleness.
Oh,
Anybody
God.
that is sort of in this crowd, Juggernaut, I know you sort of ducked out or did you duck out to try and
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the bag of seed?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, so
I'm
you're fine. But anybody
Got
that's
an
still
8
in
and
this
a
crowd,
7, so I'm good.
I am going to use 1 point to hover slightly above everyone and just kind of go off to the side as far as I can to get out of
Okay.
this.
Ricky Cincinnati, you are currently on the altar next to the crumpled capybara form with this pile of offering behind you, and everybody is about to start descending on these nuts.
Christ.
Not
What do
today.
you do?
All
What are you
right,
doing?
so we're in. Paint the picture. We're in this store, right?
You're in like the center of the store. So as the altar itself is actually like one of the cashier stands. They've
Oh.
placed this pile of nuts on top of it, and there's like this little ladder that leads up to where the capybara was. So you're standing on this checkout stand next to the corpse of this capybara, and there is about to be a congregation of squirrels, skunks, mice, rats, anything from a pet store is about to come up this thing towards this pile of nuts and seeds and oranges and like all sorts of like different things. You also notice at this point that there were those cats and dogs that I mentioned before. They see prey.
Yeah, I was worried about that one.
All right, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. All right, here we go. Now Ricky's got a plan, baby.
All right, Ricky, what you doing?
I want to spill the seeds on the floor.
You're just spilling the seeds on the floor? You're just gonna try
Yeah,
and pull
like-
the
Awesome.
I want to knock all the seeds down on the ground.
Okay, it is a large pile, but I will allow a biting check to use your brute force to try and shove as many seeds as you can down on the floor.
Just like in the
Mike's-
Bug's Life.
Just like in a
That's
Bug's
what I'm
Life.
good at. All right, so I got
Actually-
a 4, a 2.
Okay.
No,
go ahead.
Okay, I got a 4, a 2, a 3, a 5, and an 8.
That is 1 success.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. Yeah. So you start to push this down, but there are it does take quite a bit of energy to do so, so I will say it'll take you an extra energy.
Ooh, I'm cooked.
Are you out?
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it for your
Or-
boy Ricky Cincinnati.
So if you need to spend energy but you don't have any,
Mhm.
you will instead take a minor injury of exhaustion.
Is there I mean, there's seeds and stuff. Could Ricky just nom on a nut nearby real quick?
So you can recover 1 energy by eating 1 nut, but
that's
if
not
you've
enough.
eaten that day, you can recover an energy by resting for an hour or by sleeping.
I want to go out being. I want to
But
die.
I could
the
also
way I
say
live.
that there are other costs that you could spend as well.
Yeah.
You could take a minor injury.
Okay, that doesn't sound pleasant, but continue.
You could lose something valuable.
Never. Ricky Cincinnati never loses anything.
Or you can suffer some other consequence. I can say that you push this off successfully,
Yeah,
but
I like
you
that.
also fall to the ground with it.
I don't like that part. Okay.
You don't like any of the options.
So I'll allow you to pick your poison, Ricky
All right,
Cincinnati.
listen. Let it never be said Ricky was afraid to take a little damage. I'll take a minor injury.
Okay. So at this point, one of these a cat actually jumps up to the top of the counter.
Not like
and
this.
as you begin to push the nuts down, you go, no, 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 no. And this cat takes a swipe at you. It is a minor injury, though. You begin to dodge out of the way ever so slightly. And you do get grazed a little bit by this cat's claws.
I'm gonna remember you, kitty, and I'll find you. I don't care how many years it takes, and I'll watch you bleed.
Okay. Juggernaut, you are on your way to the bag of seeds.
Okay. When I get there, I'm gonna use my super strength mutation.
Yes.
Use some energy to lift as much of the bag as I can. Hopefully, the whole thing. Try to take it out.
All right. You can lift, carry, and drag things up to 10 times your weight, about 20 pounds. And yeah, there's like a 10-pound bag of seed that you can.
Yeah.
You can grab. And you do see that some of the rodents have seen this pile of nuts. Others have sort of like sniffed off to the side, and they do see you in that direction and the bags of seed, and they are heading over there to try and collect the spoils. It's chaos right now. Everything is sort of gone. Like there was a tenuous piece that was being held in place by this capybara that has been destroyed, shattered by Ricky Cincinnati.
Ricky
But I'm
Cincinnati
here for it.
overthrew. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
We gotta get these seeds out of here, and we gotta get them geese in. So I'm gonna try to leave with as many of the.
Can I just try to push the bag as Juggernaut's dragging? I'm just trying to push it a little bit to help.
Okay, for sure. And Cunning, what are you doing? In this
I will also
chaos?
aid Juggernaut and try to, but also at the same time, if I pass by, I'm just gonna stuff my cheeks as much as possible. Like,
you're gonna chipmunk cheek it.
Yeah, I'm gonna chipmunk cheek some stuff and then try to help Juggernaut take a ton this huge bag, because it's like this is a lot. I don't know what we're grabbing. We're grabbing something.
As you begin to chipmunk cheek and you grab that bag and you begin to push, and Ricky Cincinnati, I think at this point you've realized that you're in a bad spot, so you're just gonna leap off and run towards your compatriots if you like. Is that what you want to do? Or what do you do?
Here's the question that I got for you, Nutmaster.
Right.
Earlier today, when we were preparing for the offering, we went to a place and they gave us nuts, specifically nuts.
Well, it was from a bag of seeds.
Okay, well,
but anything that you can eat is a nut.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Now, here's the question: is that the same area as this altar was, or can I leave this altar to go to the nut offering place? Because my plan. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, because the plan is to distract everybody with the biggest pile of nuts while I feast at the second biggest place of nuts.
The second biggest place of nuts, you do see that there is a second splinter group that has noticed it and is heading that direction. You do also see Juggernaut grabbing a large bag and hauling it with the other two in tow. You see that Cunning has stuffed her cheeks full of extra nuts and feasted. So that is in that direction where that offering was, or where that you were given.
All right, I guess I'll meet up with the crew.
So they are in that direction. If you want to like start shoveling your mouth full of nuts there as well, you can.
Listen, Ricky S. Cincinnati Esquire doesn't rush eating nuts for nobody. All right, when I eat these nuts, I'm gonna feast like the king that I am.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you head towards your compatriots, and the lot of you, where are you trying to exit? Because there's a front door and there's the back door from which you came, but it will be hard to get this bag of nuts out.
Front door.
I'm with Juggernaut.
Okay. You all begin to rush towards this front door, and as you do, it begins to automatically open.
Dang it!
And you do hear this noise that you are familiar with. This high, sort of pitched, ringing sound that to the outside, to our audience at home would sound like a 56K modem.
Oh no. This was the wrong way to go. Should we turn around?
And you do see coming in through this front door a flock of cyber geese led
Oh.
by a glorious looking swan.
Oh,
how did she know?
Yes.
Yay!
That's
I
our
don't know
friend.
who any of these people are, and I've taken a life today, and I've kind of liked it. So what's going on?
They're friends. I hope
royalty.
friends.
Uh,
We
And
made a
you
deal,
just-
so stick with us.
and you see this troop of cyber geese sort of flock into this building, led by this swan, and you hear this sort of high-pitched 56K noise that sort of like overtakes the space.
Let's all make our most awful noises for anyone listening to headsets. Yeah.
It is the most horrifying noise that you have ever heard, and every animal in this thing falls silent as they clutch their ears, very similar to how Boogie has just done.
nobody tells Ricky to be quiet. I'm sorry. I gotta.
No, you're good. You're perfectly fine.
Oh man.
If you wanna yell at these geese, you can.
Hey, shut that noise off already.
And you see the swan leader Shia, sort of gracefully lean in towards the rest and say, "This pet Valoo is now under our control.
Yay.
Everyone leave peacefully or face our wrath."
Except
you
us,
just
right?
got here.
Except,
Like,
yeah.
Except us, right? Except us, right? Except us, right? Except us, right?
I mean, if we
You did
go,
good to get rid of the capybara. Take your meager possessions and leave.
We're just
The
Hold
rest
up.
of this place is ours.
I thought we were gonna help with we're gonna share seeds and nuts and such.
And that's
technically,
where we're
I'm the
going to end
king of this
this.
place.
And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh no!
Double crossed by the cyber geese.
These
You never
Double
trust
crossed
geese.
by the cyber geese. That dirty swan. She was a black swan the whole time.
A white swan with a black heart.
I should have known.
I'm
That's been our session of No Nut November, folks.
Heartbroken.
Tune in next week for the thrilling conclusion of this little 3-shot I put together last minute. Thank y'all so much. I guess if we want to do like little outros or whatever, we could do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're gonna like the way you nut. I guarantee it.
That's been Javion playing
Javion.
Juggernaut. That is a beautiful
My
thing.
name's Javion. You can find me on Twitter.
Could you get rid of this face, please? It's terrifying me. Like
I have
these void
not
eyes.
been able to look at Javion this whole time.
Like I actually had
so
I had a little piece of paper over his camera on my Zoom.
Oh, really?
I
This whole time?
like just a little
just
post right there.
These dead eyes staring at me. I feel like I'm having night terrors. Like it's not.
My name's Javion. You can find me on Twitter at JAVSmith, and you can find me on TableTakes every week for more board gaming and board game news.
Bonsai.
Oh, hello everybody. I'm Bonsai Baby. I'm here on Twitch as well as on Gen Con TV here every Fridays for TableTakes. And also you can find me on Twitter, but also I'm probably going to be moving all the rest of stuff on TikTok and on Instagram probably pretty soon, the grade of migration. But if you like somebody who just likes taking pictures of her dog and then cracking jokes and being loud, go ahead and shoot me a follow.
Heck yeah. Noir.
I'm Noah. I play Ricky Cincinnati. You can find me at dnoirenigma.com or rickycincinnati.net, and that's it.
Do not go to that website. Do not go to that website.
Go to
Do not go to that website.
rickycincinnati.net and
Go!
check out my portfolio.
You do not want that.
Marcus.
Hi,
Please.
my name is Marcus. You can follow me on Twitter at BestKindOfWorst, and in lieu of the rest of an outro, I'm just going to turn myself into a squirrel and dance.
I'm Anita. I was your nut master this evening. You can find me on Twitter for as long as that exists at Panita or at Critical Misses. You can find me on Twitch at Critical Misses. And you can find me tomorrow for Morning Ritual. Our guest is Halfling Nikki. And that's it. That's me. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, Anita, for doing this. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for being our nut master.
So cool.
KeySysDaddy.net.
We cannot wait to do this again next week. And stay tuned here right after the show. There is a squirrel in front of my face, but Sarah's Table is going to be starting in a few minutes. So enjoy that. Thank you, everyone. TableTakes Game Night. Thank you, Javion, with your nightmare face. And have a great night, everybody. Stay tuned for more tabletop stuff.
Bye.
Bye.